Hey guys, Kurt here with NK Garage again, and today I'm here with my father, Ken.
Tangerines for the trip. Here we go.
All right, and today we're going to Kingston, New York. We're gonna go see actually one of our YouTube viewers had messaged me, and he's interested in selling some tools that he picked up. He went through, took what he needed, and he wants to sell the rest of them to us. So we're gonna go take a look at his tools as well. I believe he has a buddy that also is right down the street that has some tools for sale as well. And Dad,
yeah,
you know, I caught a funny video on my security camera the other day.
What was it?
Well, the you know, the town was working out front of my house.
Oh no.
And I saw you pull up
With?
And this guy here, he's in his late 60s, and he pulls up
Yamaha?
on a
mini Yamaha.
50-year-old
51-year-old
mini Yamaha dirt bike. It's right over here.
It's over there.
And he pops a wheelie in front of these guys. He's showing off.
What we got to do, we're going to do a video on all those things I made one day, and then you could show everyone what tools can do for you. All right, let's get going.
All right, anyways, I just wanted to, I thought that was a funny story to share with you guys.
Oh
my father's
God.
a little bit crazy. Maybe
Yeah,
that's where I
reliving
get it from.
my youth. Going back to 17 years old, 69 now, but you're never too old to have fun. Let's get going.
All right, let's go get some tools, guys. Okay, guys, so I've got a bunch of stuff laid out here, and we're gonna make this a two-part video because there's a lot of tools to go through, and I really want to go through them in some kind of detail rather than just saying I got a bunch of sockets and wrenches. So we're gonna do this as part one. It's gonna be ratchets, wrenches, and sockets. Part two will be pliers and screwdrivers and all that kind of stuff. So let's get into it, guys. All right, to start off here, we've got the Craftsman raised panel wrenches. Down here, we got the SAE selection. Got a pretty good amount of stuff here. I got every size from 1/4 inch up to 7/8. We didn't get any 15/16 or 1 inch. The only size above 7/8 we got was 1 1/4 inch jumbo. But these are all USA vintage Craftsman wrenches, so these are pretty cool to find and definitely helped me put some sets together. Over here, I was pretty happy to pick these guys up. Got 4 Craftsman Professional Series metric wrenches. You know, I would have loved the whole set, but I mean, these are pretty hard to come by. I think these in particular were made by SK at the time. And they're just nice, you know, chrome polished wrenches. I was able to get 4 of them in this lot. We got the 7, the 11, the 13, and the 14. So not too bad. And then in the metric part department, we got 7mm up to 18mm, but we didn't get any 10 or 13mm wrenches. But I got a couple of those lying around, and I'm gonna try to put some sets together. This one 12mm here is a little bit bent, so we'll see what we can do about that. But at least this is some good set fillers. Help me, you know, close up some sets with some missing pieces that I needed. Over here, we'll transition into SK stuff. Got a 1/4 inch drive spinner handle here. Looks to be a little bit bent and beat up. Just kind of a shame because I really do love these tools. Somebody did not treat it right. But that's okay because we buy a bunch of bulk and we expect some of it to just not be very good, and some of it's going to be great. Got various SK wrenches here. Nothing even close to a set. But definitely some stuff that's good to keep around, help, you know, make some set fillers and put together some stuff later on. We got 1 SK line wrench here, which was pretty cool. Next over here, we got this. Never seen this one before. It's called the Easy Driver by Creative Tools Inc. And I think it's USA made. Kind of a little gimmick. I just thought it was cool. You know, interesting little piece. Got 3 adjustable wrenches over here. This one right here is a Fairmount, and I think it's a 10-inch. Yeah, it's got the 10 number on there. 10-inch, you know, USA made adjustable wrench. Next one here is a Diamond brand And this one is also a 10-inch, made in USA, and it's pretty cool to find this stuff. And then we got a Proto. This one is a 6-inch adjustable wrench, and it's the click stop version. Pretty cool. All good USA made adjustable wrenches. Over here in the ratchets, we got one SK 1/2-inch drive ratchet. This one's definitely going to need a rebuild kit, but that's okay because I like tearing these down and rebuilding them. This next one here is a Proto 1/2-inch drive ratchet. It's missing a screw over here, but I think I have one of those. Other than that, it actually works really well. It's the 5449 Proto 1/2-inch drive ratchet. Then we got an old Husky here, the CS40, USA made, and this one's completely seized up, so I'm going to be tearing that one down and trying to fix that as well. And then this one's pretty interesting. It's a Giller number CB43. It's pretty rough, so that's another one that I'll be rebuilding. I don't know if I'll be able to get any parts for it, but I'm going to tear it apart. I'm sure it might just be caked up with old grease. That seems to be a popular, reason why these things don't work, is they just sit too long with old grease in them. We got some Craftsman ratchets over here. I got 3 of the 1/2-inch drive Craftsman ratchets. They're all V-series. These ones are all actually functioning, but I am going to open them up and re-grease them and service them. 2 on the right here actually got different part numbers. One's the 44975 and one's the 44985. And then the one on the left is the 44985, but it's the original patent pending V-series version. The 2 3/8 drive ratchets. Also, I'm going to open these up and service them. They are both V-series 43784. Then we got a Craftsman 3/8 drive 10-inch breaker bar and a Craftsman 1/4-inch drive breaker bar. Continuing on with Craftsman stuff, we got a 1 1/8 by 1 5/16 double box wrench. This is an original, double line V-series wrench. Definitely a cool find and not a popular wrench that I come across. And then we got other various older vintage USA Craftsman double box wrenches. I got some double open wrenches here. There was only 3 of them. And then we got 3 sliding T-bar breaker bars here. This one in particular is pretty beat up. Somebody really went to town on that one. Got some Mac wrenches here. This one was pretty cool. It's the 1/2-inch. It's got the line wrench on one side and the open end on the other side. This one's just a double open, and then we got 2 combination wrenches here. Over here we got a Thorsen 1/2-inch drive breaker bar. It's 16-inch, and it's just a good vintage piece. If anybody's a Thorsen collector out there, that might be something they might want to have in their collection. And then on the one on the end here, this is a 19-inch long plomb breaker bar. Pretty cool piece. It is the 5468, and it's in decent shape for its age. It's straight, and the end on here actually doesn't have a lot of play in it and still clicks back into the center pretty nice, which is pretty nice. So that was a good find. Over here we got some new old stock Williams and Armstrong stuff. So we got this box here, which had these little Williams wrenches in it. These are more for like industrial use. They're all the same size. I believe they're 9/16 inch, but they were cool to find, especially with the original box. I thought that was kind of cool. And then over here we've got these stubby 3/4 inch combination wrenches, the Williams Super Wrench. These are the X0EE-1224, and I think there's 5 of them in this box with the original package, so that was pretty cool. And then in here we got a bunch of Armstrong and Williams, new old stock sockets. So there's a bunch in here, never used. The guy I bought these from said his grandma owned a hardware store, so this was just some extra inventory that was lying around when the place shut down. Then down here, we got 2 Williams Super Wrench metric double box wrenches. So those are pretty cool. We got a double open end wrench here. We got this Williams little ratcheting 1/4 inch driver here. That was pretty cool. It's the MR-51. Definitely an interesting tool. I'll be looking that up to learn more about it. Then there was another Armstrong 17mm wrench here. Over here, we got some older Sears stuff. I was hoping when I was pulling all these out that there was going to be a set, but not quite. I guess there's about half a set, you know, a little bit more than that. I think there's 4 out of 6 pieces here. We're missing, you know, 1/2 inch and the 5/8, 9/16, stuff like that. But at least half a set of double box offset wrenches there. And then down here we got some more Sears stuff. These are just some double open end wrenches. And then we'll transition over here. We got some Craftsman extensions here. These are all Craftsman from this one down to here. And then we got some other vintage USA stuff over here. A lot of Craftsman stuff in this lot. You'll see the sockets in a minute, but there was a lot of extensions here. That was pretty cool. We got a bunch of these bigger ones. These are the 1/2 inch drive. There was one 3/8 drive. These are all 10 inch. Then we got a bunch of 6 inch extensions, 2 1/2 inch drive and 4 3/8 drive. A bunch of 3 inch extensions, and then this one was pretty nice, a nice little stubby extension. I always found that those were extremely helpful when you need just a little bit more reach. And then these are all various branded USA extensions. We got some 2 inch, 3 inch, you know, 4 inch. All different manufacturers here. We got Thorsen and Proto, Right. There's some Husky stuff in here, and that was pretty cool. Over here, this was a nice wrench. This is a big Proto wrench, just box end on one end, and it is the Proto, hope you could read that, the 6555. It's a 7/8 inch 12-point box end wrench. Nice for long leverage. Over here, finally got myself a 1 inch drive socket. This one's made by Cornwell, and the size here, trying to find it, I think it's 1 1/4 inch. Yeah, 1 1/4 inch drive, 1 1/4 inch socket for 1 inch drive. And we got 2 snap-on sockets here. They're both 3/4 drive, very older vintage stuff. This one socket here was a plomb socket. This line right here is all old Williams stuff. Just various miscellaneous pieces, no kind of sets or anything like that. This stuff here was all Proto. Then we had more Armstrong sockets. These 2 here were Thorsen sockets. This one right here, these 2 are bonney. And then we got a bunch of Husky stuff right here. This line right here was all Mac, and there's a bunch of impact sockets in here for 3/8 drive, and a good amount of them are metric, so that was pretty cool. This right here is Torx brand, the inverted, you know, E-Torx drive. I don't find a lot of these in tool hauls, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then we got almost a full set of Torx brand Torx drivers there. And then we got some SK stuff right here. So usually when I get these tool hauls, I get a good amount of SK and I get a lot of Craftsman. Those are definitely 2 of the most popular finds in there. And then we got a bunch of adapters here. Various brands, Craftsman, SK. There's one of these is a Mac. It's the hex adapter here to 1/2 inch drive. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, now we're on to the Craftsman stuff, guys, and boy was there a bunch of Craftsman stuff here. I won't be able to go over all of these sockets individually, obviously, but let's go through some of the highlights. First off, this stuck out to me immediately. I went and put them on the rack, but there was a full set. This is the 7-piece V-Series SAE 12-point swivel sockets. for 3/8 drive. All the pieces are here, and it looks like only 2 of them were ever even used. These the bigger sizes are like brand new. It was just a 1/2 inch and 9/16 that look like they've got a bit of use. 7/16 has got some use, but this was pretty cool to find an entire set like that. I also put this together because they also kind of just stuck out to me. These sockets are the EE series. They were made in USA, but I believe this was the ones that were made by Stanley, and they're very heavy, and they're decently thick, so they kind of stand out to me when I'm going through sockets, and I was able to put a set together rather quickly. So this is just an SAE 3/8 drive, 12-point deep sockets. Other than that, I mean, there's just tons and tons to go through in here. Some of the cool ones would be this, this is a 9/16 inch drag link socket, 1/2 inch drive. There are a bunch of 8-point sockets in here. Those are pretty cool. I'm going to try to put a set together of those. And, other than that, there was a bunch of like jumbo sockets. Like these are all 1 inch plus over here. There's more of the 6-point ones in here. I just haven't really had too much time yet to go through it and try to put sets together and stuff like that. But, it was a pretty good haul. I got all this from a viewer of YouTube who reached out to me, said he lived, semi-local, and I drove out to him and bought a bunch of tools. So let me know what you guys think about this haul. And stay tuned for part 2, because there's going to be a lot more going on here. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.